Hello, how are you? Lisa here with Lisa Fisher Styling. Hey, the purpose of today's style video is we're talking about scarf tying, and particularly we're going to work with 7 different looks using a blanket scarf. So what's a blanket scarf? This particular one is 6 feet. It's pretty long, 6 feet by 2 feet. It is literally like having a blanket. So let's talk about some ways that you might style a blanket scarf. Well, the first idea is, how do we want to scrunch it down? You know, one thing we could do is just take the width of the scarf and just manipulate it to really scrunch it together. And then of course we could then just apply it to, you know, the body and however we're going to style it. But what we're going to do today is we're going to start off by kind of taking it up a level, and we're going to create a little bit thinner, a little bit more compact, if you will, center to the scarf. All right, so we're going to begin by folding it in half. So right now we're working with the width of the scarf. So just folded it in half. Next we're going to go in thirds. So 1 and 2, okay? So here is our end result. So it's a little bit more compact, and there's the full 6 feet. Our first look is going to be a European loop. So we're just going to take the scarf, place it around your neck, and then bring it down to the side. So one side is your loop, the other end has your 2 ends here. And the final step of the European loop is we're going to connect the 2. So it's just bringing, it's just bringing one side through the loop and then bringing this side up so it's comfortable around your neck, and it fits great next to your body, looks great if you're going to do a jacket over this, something like that, or just plain with the blouse over a dress. Lots of different looks you can create with the European loop. What questions might you have? Please reply back. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so the next look we're going to work with is very similar using the European loop, but we're just gonna bump it up a bit. So let's deconstruct this, and so bring the ends outside of the loop. This one I referred to as under and over. At least that's how my brain remembers these things. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start first with the underneath layer, and then we're gonna go over to our loop, and we're going to think going under the first section and then over the second section, and then have that lie flat. Next, what we're going to do with this second part is we're going to go over and under. So over the first part of the loop and then under. And we're gonna bring that together and see how it creates almost like a pretzel formation. It looks great, it's really classy, and yet it just gives some more character and interest, I think, to the basic European loop. What questions might you have now? All right, ready to move on? So we're gonna just deconstruct this, and we're gonna move on to a basic loop, which you may have seen where I was going with this earlier, and that is we're just gonna bring it around the neck and then have the 2 ends hang down in front. We've seen this, it's easy, it's quick, it's simple, keeps your neck warm, and it just looks really great as well. So this is one way to wear the scarf with the basic loop. Now let's just take it one level up. Let's bring the loop forward about mid-chest, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna create the knot look. And we're gonna create that by taking the middle section, doing a full twist, then we're gonna bring the first side through, and then we're gonna bring the second side through, and these are gonna be side by side. We're gonna scrunch it down, and there we have your basic knot. Now you can move this knot higher if you'd like, and you can also bring these together so it keeps your neck nice and warm. This is a really great, fun look as well. All right, super looking forward to your questions. So let's deconstruct this and let's go to our final look. So our final look is taking our scarf and creating a shawl. So this next look could be worn over a dress. It could be worn over a matching, suit, something with like a pant and matching top, a matching jacket and suit. It could be worn over a skirt and blouse, lots of different looks. And that is, we're going to create a shawl effect. And you can do that by just simply taking the blanket scarf and creating it so it lays nicely flat next to the outer part of your body. And then this would just lay through nicely on the corner of your arm. So it would be almost like you would just have it back like that. And then it would be like that on both sides, okay? I can definitely see this special occasion with a really great dress. So that's one way. Another way to really shake it up is to bring it on one side of the shoulder. And you can kind of layer this and bring it down in front, and it's equal in the front and the back. So that's super elegant. And then to secure it in place, you could take a belt, bring it around, belt in front, bring it through, and then bring it all the way over. And then it stays secure and in place. Now the one thing, if your belt might have a flap like this, is one thing that you can do, one tip, is to use fabric tape and just take off maybe an inch or so, and then just secure one side of the belt to the other side of the belt, okay? And a third way to wear the blanket scarf in a shawl format is maybe to take the other side, and instead of being directly behind you, you bring it around in front and tuck it in. And this could be worn even more casually, maybe over a t-shirt and jeans, or again, you could dress it up. However, lots of different ways to wear this. And then you could even bring this forward so it almost looks like it now becomes a vest. Don't you love scarves and all of the different ways to wear them? What questions might this bring up for you? Do you have some scarves that are in your closet that you've been waiting to wear this year, but you just maybe weren't sure or feeling super confident with ways to wear it? I hope that this video tutorial has been some inspiration and some encouragement to get out those scarves. Reply back with what questions you have, and we'll see you next week where we're gonna talk about scarf storage and what you might consider for compacting those scarves for when they're not in use. All right, take good care, and we'll see you next week.